Welcome back to our channel, Degenerates. Today, we're taking you on a captivating journey through the charming city of Cuenca, Ecuador, in 2023. Get ready for an unforgettable experience as we explore historic churches and cathedrals, stroll through beautiful parks, dive into hotel rentals, savor delicious Mexican cuisine, and conclude our adventure at the Intercity bus terminal. This is Cuenca Ecuador Vlog 2023. Our adventure begins right here in the heart of Cuenca, where centuries of history meet modern-day marvels. Witness a montage of the various historic churches and cathedrals. Cuenca boasts an astonishing array of historic churches and cathedrals. From the awe-inspiring Catedral de la Inmaculada Concepción to the intimate charm of Santo Domingo Church, we're taking you on a journey through time and faith. Witness shots of the architectural detail. These magnificent structures not only showcase remarkable architecture but also house the rich cultural heritage of this beautiful city. Cuenca's parks are an oasis of tranquility amidst the bustling city streets. Join us as we take a stroll through the lush greenery of Parque Calderón and breathe in the fresh air at Parque de la Madre. These parks are not just spaces for relaxation. They're where the community comes alive, creating vibrant atmospheres for both locals and tourists. Now, let's talk about where we rested our heads during this adventure. We opted for a cozy hotel rental right in the heart of Cuenca. From the comfort of our room to the exceptional service our accommodation truly enhanced our Cuenca experience. No trip is complete without indulging in local cuisine. Join us as we head to a delightful Mexican restaurant in Cuenca. Ask how much this dish costed me in the comment section below. Prepare your taste buds for a fiesta of flavors. From savory tacos to delectable enchiladas, this restaurant had it all. As our journey comes to a close, it's time to say goodbye to this enchanting city. We're heading to the Intercity bus terminal to continue our exploration of Ecuador. Cuenca, you've been an incredible host, and we can't wait to return for more adventures. But for now, it's time to hop on that bus and continue our journey. Now for some background on the history of the place and some facts and figures. Santa Ana de los Cuatro Reyes de Cuenca, commonly referred to as Cuenca, is the capital and largest city of the Azuay province of Ecuador. Cuenca is located in the highlands of Ecuador at about 8,400 feet above sea level, with an urban population of approximately 329,928 and 661,685 inhabitants in the larger metropolitan area. The center of the city is listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site due to its many historical buildings and its historical importance as an agricultural and administrative center. The plateau is a place treasured by empires, comments Jeffrey Herlihy Mera. The Canary, then Inca and then Spanish, occupied the region in the last 2 millennia, each renaming it in their own language. Now the capital city is called Cuenca and the province Azue. According to studies and archaeological discoveries, the origins of the first inhabitants go back to the year 8060 BC in the cave of Chopsy. They were hunters, hunting everything the Porimo offered them, and nomads, following the animals and seasons. Their culture is represented by tools such as arrows and spears, which have been found throughout the Andean Valley. The culture was most present about 5585 BC. Later, the early indigenous people used the stable climate, fertile soil, and abundant water to develop agriculture. They grew potatoes, melico, chocho, squash, and quinoa. They also domesticated animals such as cuis, guinea pigs, and camelids, llamas and alpacas. Their technology was also advanced. For example, they began creating ceramics. In fact, ceramics constitute the greatest number of artifacts which archaeologists use to study their culture. The period from 5000 BCE to 2000 BCE is not well represented in the archaeological record. Beginning around 2000 BCE, the people developed a more highly organized society, demonstrating delegated responsibilities, such as the managing of water and control of plagues. People were specialized as administrative and religious authorities, known as shamans. This occurred during the periods of Sholabamba, Huayco, Pirinque, Monjas, Putashio, Huancachucho, and Jubones. From then until 500 AD began the periods of Takalshapa I and the Canary people, who were absorbed into the Incas in the 15th century. Cuenca was originally a Canary settlement called Guapondaleg. Archaeologists believe Cuenca was founded around 500 AD. Guapondaleg translates into land as big as heaven. Less than half a century before the conquistadors landed, the Incas, after a bitter struggle, conquered the Canary and occupied Guapondaleg and the surrounding area. Though the Incas replaced the Canary architecture with their own, they did not suppress the Canary or their impressive achievements in astronomy and agriculture. As was customary for the Incas, they absorbed useful achievements into their culture. They renamed the city Tomabamba. The city became known as the Second Cusco, a regional capital. After the defeat of the Canary, likely in the 1470s, the Inca emperor, Tupac Yupanqui, ordered the construction of a grand city to be called Pumapungo, the door of the Puma. Its magnificence was said to have rivaled that of the Inca capital of Cusco. Indians told stories to the Spanish chroniclers of golden temples and other such wonders, but by the time the Spaniards found the legendary city, all that remained were ruins. They wondered what happened to the fabled splendor and riches of the second Inca capital. After having been abandoned by the Canary and then the Incas, Tomabamba was sparsely populated until the 1550s. Tomabamba is considered a candidate for the mythical city of gold which the Spanish called El Dorado. The Spanish thought El Dorado was burned by the inhabitants after they heard of the Spanish conquests. Tomabamba's destruction by its inhabitants prior to the arrival of the Spanish suggests it may have been what the Spanish called El Dorado. The Spanish settlement of Cuenca was founded on April 12, 1557, by the explorer Gil Ramirez Doivelos. Andrés Hurtado de Mendoza, then Viceroy of Peru, had commissioned the founding and ordered the city named after his hometown of Cuenca, Spain. It was founded decades after other major Spanish settlements in the region, such as Quito, 1534, Guayaquil, 1538, and Loja, 1548. Cuenca's population and importance grew steadily during the colonial era. Cuenca reached the peak of its importance in the first years of Ecuador's independence. Cuenca achieved its independence on November 3, 1820. It became the capital of one of the three provinces that made up the nascent republic. The other two capitals were Guayaquil and Quito. Cuenca is known for its textile making, as well as furniture and other crafts like hats and shoes. The straw hats known around the world as Panama hats are in fact made in Cuenca by local artisans. Cuenca also exports flowers to the United States and many countries in Europe. While farming has shrunk in the past years, it is still an important sector of the city's economy. Beekeeping has also become key for growing crops. Some of the typical crops grown in the region include wheat, barley, rye, oats, and corn. Since Cuenca is located in the Andes Mountains surrounded by forested areas nearby, mining and logging are also local industries. Some of the common mined resources are kaolin, plaster, limestone, sand, specialized rocks, and carbon. Cuenca is also known for making car tires. The tourism industry continues to grow. Cuenca has many cathedrals that are a part of the cultural heritage of the city and some important national parks as well as its main university, La Universidad de Cuenca. Cuenca, capital of the province of Azuay, is located in the Sierra of the Andes in the Austro or southern region of Ecuador. It is approximately 470 kilometers south of Quito and 200 kilometers southeast of Guayaquil. The city ranges from 7,710 to 8,370 feet above sea level. The first university in the city, the Universidad de Cuenca, was established in 1867. It is considered the third oldest university of the country, after the Universidad Central del Ecuador, 1836, and the Universidad Nacional de Loja, 1859. Ever since, the city has been growing and more universities were created with new careers. This led to the declaration of Cuenca as the City of Universities by the National Assembly of Ecuador on January 4, 2011. Witness the pines surround a monument to Abdon Calderón, a hero in Ecuador's battle for independence. Calderón was from Cuenca and died a hero, at the ripe young age of 18. Besides the historical trees and memorial, Calderón Park has fountains, a gazebo, beautiful gardens, and plenty of park benches. Thank you for joining us on this unforgettable tour of Cuenca, Ecuador in 2023. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next adventure.
Justo vino con la televisión aquí. ¿Para qué pones? Te digo, ¿para qué pones?
¿Es la fruta
Ah,
o animales?
animal.
Ah, gato,
No, este es para...
pájaro, ah, sí.
Con cáncer.
¿En trapa?
Sí,
Ah, ah.
no hay cómo.
¿No pollo? Ok.
Sí, tengo las tortillas de
No,
carne.
no, no, no. Ok. Uno pechuga.
La pechuga.
Ok, entonces dos pechuga en solicitud. ¿Es posible no preparar con aceite vegetales? ¿O es posible? No me gusta aceite vegetales.
Ya, no le gusta aceite. Sin aceite.
Sí.
Verá, yo le hago aquí a la parrilla.
Sí, es
seco.
posible sin aceite vegetal. Yes, claro, claro.
Así.
Claro. No aceite vegetal. Ok, gracias.
No hay problema.
Una vez